And Amendment 126, Baroness Bennett of Manor Cross.
My Lords, I rise first of all in moving Amendment 126 and wish to very much thank the Noble Lady Baroness Boycott, the Noble Lady Baroness Whittaker and the Noble Lady Baroness Ritchie of Downpatrick for offering their support to this amendment on Ecocide. I would also like to say that there were a number of other members of your Lordship's House which would have brought extra cross-party support to this amendment if there had been space. And I've also been asked by the Noble Lady Baroness Chakrabarti, one of your Lordship's House foremost advocates of human rights. And with your Lordship's permission, I'll just share a few words from the Noble Lady Baroness Chakrabarti. And she wished to say that criminal offences are not to be created lightly, and I have resisted so many, but the repercussions of ecocide go way beyond those of most criminal acts. The emergency demands this measure, as should our grandchildren. So returning to the discussion in your Lordship's House at committee stage, Noble Lords will remember that then I moved two amendments, one of which was calling for the government explicitly to back the creation of ecocide as an offence underneath the Rome Statute to join other crimes against humanity. The other amendment was to calling for the creation of an offence, a domestic offence of ecocide. Now, Noble Lords will have noted that what's come before us at report stage is a very much softer amendment. What part 2 of this amendment says, it calls on the relevant Minister of the Crown to promote discussion of such an amendment, either independently or jointly with other sovereign states, within the working group on amendments of the International Criminal Court within 12 months of this Act being passed. So this was a call for the government to make a commitment to promote debate. A very, very moderate step forward into something where many other nations are already leading in this debate, and if the UK wishes to be world leading, as it so often claims to be, it surely should be in there in this debate, particularly given the UK's long-term heritage of involvement of leading on human rights issues right through many decades. Now, I hope the Noble Lord the Minister will agree with me that international law has a key role to play in transforming our relationship with the natural world, shifting that relationship from one of harm to harmony. And despite significant progress, the clear inadequacies of environmental governance at a global scale are widely acknowledged. There are laws that are supposed to protect our natural systems, but they're clearly inadequate and failing. Now, I referred to the international discussion already ongoing. There are 13 member states of the ICCC who are having discussions at a parliamentary or government level. There are 2 states, Vanuatu and Maldives, that have officially called on member states of the ICCC to consider amending the Rome Statute. As we discussed at committee stage, there is a consensus on a definition of ecocide reached in June, and this is what the definition that's referred to in section 3 of this amendment. My Lords, it really is a very grave pity that the nature of the arrangements of your Lordship's House make it impossible for me to test the opinion of your Lordship's House tonight, and I formally give notice that I'm not planning to do that. I think it's also a great pity that that is very clearly restricting our debate tonight, and I have restricted what I was planning to say in the interests of the hour. But I really hope that we will hear from the Noble Lord the Minister the strongest possible words of acknowledging that this is a crucial issue. This is absolutely foundational for the future of our world. This is should be a fundamental part of this bill. So with those words, I beg leave to move the amendment.